Message tonight is about abiding in the vine, John chapter 15. Something I need to do more frequently because I ask myself, well, what would I do if Jesus came in and sat down beside me right now? Asked me a couple questions like, are you ready to go? Have you confessed all your sins today? Have you prayed for the people I asked you to pray for, those things I asked you to pray for? I have to ask myself those questions, and I say, oh, okay, well, so maybe I need to spend that little extra time in the morning and throughout the day. Because Jesus wasn't talking about just a couple minutes in the morning. He was talking about, I think, all day long. You know, He wants to be a part of all of our lives, you know.
Yes.
You know, so I ask myself, okay, Lord, how do I do this? You know, I mean, I'm out here building stuff up. Got to stop and ask you, am I doing this right, Lord? Am I doing? No, I gave you brain. Just keep praying throughout the day, and you keep your spirit with me. And when you do mess up, let's watch your mouth. So we're talking about bearing fruit with the Lord. You know, it says, every branch in me that bears not fruit, He takes away. I don't want to be taken away. But every branch that does bear fruit, He purges it. That purging hurts. I get purged quite frequently. Now, I'm sure I'm not the only one that gets a little bit of that wood cleaning, you know. And He says, abide in me, and I in you. Because, Brent, we can't bear fruit without the Lord. He's got to be in our heart. You know, it's those times when I don't feel something's not going right, I just have to stop and say, Lord, what's going on? Okay, that's what's going on. I didn't stop saying, hey, what's going on? But, you know, there's been a lot of books about abiding in the vine. You know, a lot of preachers will preach about the prosperity message in there. You know, but there's a lot of ifs in there. If a man abide not in me, I'm on verse 6, he is cast forth as a branch, and withered, and men take him out and cast him in fire. But if ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done to you. We can ask what we want. The Lord is going to take care of us. Yeah, I just stop, you know, and say, okay, Lord, give me $1 million. He's, no. You don't need $1 million. Okay, thank you, Lord. He does take care of me. My bills are taken care of. We're covered. Bill and I are both working. So things are good. You know, they're looking good. We're not rich by any, but we're rich again. You know, He sends us up on that mountaintop every now and then because He knows I can't stay there because I get giddy, stupid. You know, He loves me. And He loves every one of us. And that's what the Lord says. That's what, you know, as the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Continue ye in my love. Continue throughout the day. When people are annoying you and getting on your nerves, you know, Jesus said for me to love you, Lord. So if you keep my commandments, you shall abide in my love. I try, Lord, I try. And He knows I'm not going to do perfect every day because, well, I'm not. We're human, you know. But we've got to move on to perfection. That's our goal here while we're here, is to keep moving on and keep trying to do better. And the Lord gives us that strength to keep doing better. You know, I'm not going to stand here and say, well, okay, I'm just, you know, I love it. Okay, the world uses love in a different way. That's it. I love pizza. Yeah, okay, well, that's not what the Lord's talking about. You know, He's talking about in here that if you love one another as I have loved you. This is a commandment. I think that's the 11th commandment. He's telling us, if you keep my commandments, you shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in His love. See, all these things are if. You know, if you keep my commandments. So, there's no, you know, debating about it. He's telling us, keep my commandments. Hey, Lord, help me to keep your commandments. And He sends that Holy Spirit in our heart and convicts us when we're walking off astray. Because somewhere in the Bible it says we do walk straight like sheep. You find yourself in the middle here and there, and off the yard and amongst the wolves. Oops, so time to get back. And thank God He found a way back. Man, I'm not going to go there right now. But the Lord tells us greater love is this, that a man laid down his life for his friends. Okay? There have been stories of people throwing themselves down on a grenade to save the platoon. These guys, that's bravery. Did we do that? But in this context, I think He's just saying for us to be here for one another. Pastor gives us, opportunity to pray for one another every Sunday. Anyways, which is great. That's what the Lord wants us to do, is love one another, pray for each other. Talk to each other. Say, hey, how you doing today? Is everything all right? Do you need something? Call on one another. Pray for one another. That's, I think, the bottom line right there. And ye are my friends, and if ye do whatsoever I command you. Okay, Lord. Because I don't think it says no, Lord, anywhere in the Bible. No, Lord, I ain't going to do that. We gotta try to remain fruitful. He purges us when we're not. The Lord takes the dead and just cuts it off, throws it in the fire. In 25th chapter of Matthew, He tells us, sheep on the right, goats on the left. Goats are going, I want to go to heaven, Lord, like sheep. Lord, I want to be one of your sheep. I try to follow you. But Dan gets in the way. Sorry, Lord. Hope I'm not the only one that gets in the Lord's plan. Every now and then we got to do things our way. Uh-oh. Yeah, He calls us not servants anymore, but He calls us friends. We're here to serve the Lord like He served. That's what He came to do. And now He calls us a friend. I don't think that could be any greater privilege than to be called a friend of God. I am a friend of God. There's a song. I'm not going to sing. Phillips Craig Dean sing it much better than I do. They have it on tape. That's what I listen to. I can't sing. Pastor knows she quotes the verse out for make a joyful noise. It's coming from our heart, and that's what the Lord wants. That's what He's looking at, is our heart. He wants us to come forth, and tell Him, Lord, where have I messed up today? I'm not invited into you fully today. Let me try to do it again better tomorrow. And He says, okay. Hopefully. What are you going to do? Jesus comes in and sits down beside you. Well, what did you do with my commandments today? Did you keep them? Did you share them? Did you spread the word? Did you produce any fruit? Oh, Lord. I hope so. I call on Him all day. And He shows Himself in ways, man, that I can't even stop to think, Like today with my little boo-boo, he said, hey, later on after I got upset about it and everything and went and made the new ones and all this good stuff, he says, okay, see, you got to humble yourself. You got to ask these guys, I incorporated some help. I said, hey, man, need a little help with this. Yeah, okay, no problem. And the Lord told me, why don't you just go ahead and find some help? Do things, you ain't going to do it all by yourself. You ain't the only one in this factory. Thank you, Lord. He's still working on it. I think He's working on all of us if we stop and think about it. I hope not as bad as on you guys as me today. That's okay. But it's cool. The Lord calls me a friend. I'm not a servant, though I am a servant. But he calls me his friend. And he came out here and showed us how to serve one another. You know, care for one another. He washed the disciples' feet. You know, if that's just figurative now, or because we don't do much foot washing here. But we do walk around amongst each other, especially Sunday morning. Julie will have to stop and say, okay, let's get up, go greet each other. You know, we go up, people, strangers and stuff in our church, and everybody comes, walks up to them. Hey, how you doing? You know, my name's Dan. And you'll shake hands with you and say your name and say, hey, well, it's good to see you here today. Keep coming back, it works. Wait, that's that other group. But keep coming back, you know, and we have had some new people come in, which is cool. So we know the Lord has love, you know, and the world has taken love out of context, you know, but there's in the Greek there's eros, philia, and agape. Eros is the romantic love. Philia, they've taken it and put it as a suffix in a lot of words, like, you know, I won't even go there. But agape is where we like to stay. You know, especially in the context of reading the Lord's Word, because we're talking about God's love, which is amazing. I mean, I can't begin to express it. I can only try to show it, you know, as Jesus has shown me, brought me out of the prison, set my bonds free, made the captives free, opened up my ears, opened up my eyes, and wow, there's a whole another way of living. Like we were singing tonight, you know, reign in me, Lord. Not just when I'm in church, but when I'm out there at work, because I spend more time out there at work than I do in here. Pastor knows even in your ear, we can get off straight and start doing things our own way and say, oh, but calm down, let the Lord take over, get back on track, find our path again. Now, I just hope that each one of us has divine appointments today, tomorrow, tonight, where we can share the Lord's love, so we can produce that fruit that He wants us to, abide in the vine. And the Lord, I think I said this here last time I was up here, He'll give us those divine appointments, and hopefully we'll follow them. I've spread the word before, and it wasn't very greatly received, but you know, so I didn't get beat down or nothing for it, but I took some words for it. I said, yeah, I guess that's right, Lord. I better do it the way You want me to. Be led by the Spirit. And just love on Him. I said, okay, Lord. He didn't tell us to make the seed grow. That's His job. He said to go out and preach. He didn't say we had to do anything else, but there are times when we, you know, that others that are in the faith that have heard the word, we got to explain the verses to them. Thank you, Lord, for the gift of teaching. You know, thank God we have Sunday school in here in the morning where we get a little bit extra on that word. So the Lord's planned our lives. He's got work for us to do. There's no surprise in God. He knows whether we're going to do it or not. And it's already gone before us, but He made the way. So all we have to do is pray in it, be equipped with the Holy Spirit, maybe study a lot. Julie's getting ready to take that open book exam. I found a question on that answer, and I asked Betty, I said, oh, Betty, I said, come to the church staff if there's any unanswered questions in here. I said, Betty, there's 90 of them. So, yes, I have a lot of unanswered questions myself, but, you know, I do pray that each one of us will love one another, love on those that really need it, pray for those that are sick and afflicted. I know there's still them suffering in addiction. I work with a few of them that, and I do that quite a bit. I say, hey, you know, there's another way. He brought me out of it. I know He can bring you out of it. Or you keep walking in your craziness and find out that it ain't going to be so fun. He brings us all down to every bell. And every tongue confess, better to do it now.
Yes.
Yeah. Lord, help us to do the work you have for us. I'm just going to pray for us to go out and have these divine appointments and love on each other. And Lord, help us to do the work you have for us and guide us in your love. Keep us in the vine. We're just the branches. Thank you for humbling me today. Help me to keep humble. In your precious name, Jesus, I pray.